There's a couple ways you can celebrate Mardi Gras. You could go to New Orleans and you could get hammered. You could have beads thrown at you. You could yell to women in the street, show us, or you could make a shrimp po' boy. We like the idea of the po' boy, but in Sam the Cooking Guy not taco tradition, we're making a taco shrimp po' boy. Damn, these are gonna be good. We've got them going as a special at Not starting like the 17th of February because that's when Mardi Gras starts. Chance knows a lot of things. Hey Chance, why is it called Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday?
No idea.
He doesn't know. Oh, the youngster doesn't know. Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday.
Wait, what?
It is. The French name Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday from the custom of using all the fats in the home before Lent in preparation for fasting and abstinence. Abstinence from gross amounts of food, apparently, not from, you know, the other thing. Guess you could be abstaining from everything, but all right. Here's what our plan for today is. We're gonna make this little breading for the shrimp and we will bread them. We'll stick them in the fridge for about 20 minutes. While they're in the fridge, we're gonna make a little remoulade. That's a little sauce. Think of it as a super hyped up Thousand Island dressing kind of deal. We'll cut some tomato, we'll cut some lettuce, then we'll cook our shrimp, we'll put everything together. Or you could just go to New Orleans and have this yourself. Or make this yourself at home, because that's our goal for you guys to cook. And while you're sitting there right now watching, hit the subscribe button, because if you're a subscriber, you could win one of those knives behind me. We're giving one knife away every video for 2024. Still can't believe we agreed to that, but Max bullied me and what can I do? His Instagram name is, what is it? Sam the Cooking Guy's Boss?
The Cooking Guy's Boss.
The Cooking Guy's Boss. Go follow him on Instagram, The Cooking Guy's Boss, and give him shit. Please, lots of shit.
Or give me nice things so you can get a knife.
Young upstart. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's get happening with this. We add cornmeal to this coating for a little extra. First into our bowl will be 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour, followed up by half a cup of cornmeal and 2 tablespoons of Old Bay. It should look like this. This will just mix. Old Bay is just one of those great things to keep around. It's so much flavor for anything. And when that's all mixed, the other bowl gets 4 eggs, cracked and dropped in. This we beat, and when it's there, we're gonna take about a half a cup of our flour dredge mixture, like this, and add it to the eggs, and then mix that in. And when that's done, time for dredging. I'm using 3140 shrimp, peeled and deveined. If you were making this in a po' boy sandwich, larger shrimp might be more impressive, but if they're smaller like these guys, I can get more in a taco, and that makes sense to me. So shrimp first go into this seasoned flour. And by the way, if you're thinking, Sam, you always salt and pepper things, well, yes, I do, except there's enough salt in the Old Bay that I don't need to now add more to this. And pepper, I think the flavor of the Old Bay is enough to carry this. So these guys will go now into our egg flour mixture. I'm trying to do one dry hand, one wet hand. I'm not very good at it. Let's try a spoon here. And then these guys get coated over here so they're fully covered. Cornmeal is a really good part of this. And once they're coated in the egg flour mixture, pick one up, shake off the excess, drop them back in the flour, and do that. Cover them up well. And then these, once coated, can go on a baking sheet with some parchment on it. And just continue until all of them are done. There's our last 2. Fantastic. All right, let me put this in the fridge, clean my hands, get rid of these bowls, and we'll carry on. It's remoulade time. Here's how we begin. Some mayo. And by the way, ignore the amounts that I'm making. The recipe below has proper amounts. I'm just making a partial recipe. Grainy mustard, prepared horseradish, a little smoked paprika, a little bit more of our Old Bay friend, some diced dill pickle, little dash of hot sauce. Suppose if you had Tabasco, that would be more appropriate considering it's a New Orleans kind of flavor, and a little garlic. And you know what's coming up next? We mix. That's what we wanted, just this. All right, I think we're ready for our shrimp. And after our rest period, that's what our little friends look like. My oil's about 360, and in our friends will go. I'm not gonna do them all at the same time because that will just drive the temperature way down too fast. So I'll do it in 2 batches. They're gonna take 3 minutes, and boy, are they gonna be fantastic. And we're there. So bring them up, let them drip a bit. If you can, get your hand around Max's camera that was way too close. Give them a little shake onto some paper towels. You can do the rest, but right now, we're gonna build ourselves a taco. and we go like this. Tortilla should be obvious, or remoulade. And what would we say here, Chance?
Don't be cheap.
Don't be cheap with the sauce. The sauce is really important and really good. Now, we give it some crispy shredded iceberg lettuce. All right, tomato is a real good add in this. So a little line of tomato, and then our shrimp. How do we want to put on here, Maxie? I think we want to do 5 or 6. Probably too much. And then the last thing, just a tiny bit more of our Old Bay sprinkled over the top. And that's it, boom. There you go. Happy Fat Tuesday, you Mardi Gras. Well, 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 and look what we've made. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking down at this, and what I like is I see a shit ton of shrimp. I see the sauce, I see the other stuff, but what's missing is that big bun, the roll with all the bread, and I'm sure there's some Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesdayans or New Orleaners or whatever they are gonna piss all over me for saying it's gotta have the bread, but I think it's gotta have a ton of shrimp like this. And now we need a bite. I can tell you right now, this is not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be pretty, but it's got to be done. The sauce makes it. I mean, look, the shrimp are fantastic, and they've got that extra crunch from the cornmeal. They'd be great by themselves, but they're really brought to life with this sauce. Holy shit. I've never been to New Orleans, but if this is even close to what you can get there, I gotta go. You gotta go. And if you don't want to go, then just make them. Hit the recipe below and get cooking. And don't forget, March, we're making what you tell us to make. You send us a recipe. If we choose it, you'll get one of those Sam the Cooking Guy 7-inch Nakiri knives behind me. Well, you also gotta be a subscriber. See, we get you one way or another. Go make something good to eat. And don't make the same thing all the time. Right, boys?
Right.